I like to talk about relentless improvement as if you've ever rowed a boat up a stream. What happens if you stop rowing? The boat doesn't stay still, you go backwards. And that's the reality with any safe implementation within an Agile release train. If you're not relentlessly improving, you go backwards. And that's one of the other key areas that tend to be forgotten about as an RTE, is that importance of relentless improvement. Hi, my name is Dwayne Stroman. I'm an SPCT with KnowledgeHut, and I'm here to talk to you about the Release Train Engineer, or RTE course. In this course, we focus on the three key areas that an RTE should focus on: facilitation, coaching, and relentless improvement. Notice that nowhere in that list is budget management, HR responsibilities, various areas that tend to get thrust into the RTE role and make it very difficult to fill the role correctly. So let's talk about facilitation. Obviously, you're going to be a key person or the chief facilitator for many of the SAFE events: PI planning, system demos, the inspect and adapt workshop, and so forth. You're also going to help work with your Scrum Masters, help teach them how to become better facilitators with their team, in their team context. Coaching, one of the areas that gets forgotten about quite often because we come from different roles coming into the RTE role. But coaching from the RTE is critical. You are the onboard coach for the Agile Release Train. Now, coaching doesn't mean you have to be the expert. You're going to be learning alongside your teams, your program team, and so on. But you're always looking at it for coaching opportunities. What do I need to learn to help coach? What areas can I help? Where would be the most impactful areas? Most RTEs are thrust into this role without prior experience. How could you? This role doesn't exist outside of the SAFE framework. And so very often you're asked to or tend to bring in past practices. Perhaps you were a project manager, Scrum Master, whatever it might be, and don't quite understand the role and the purpose of the RTE. So in this class, we not only rely on instructor experience. I've coached and worked with a number of RTEs over my 10 years with Scaled Agile, but we also rely on your experience. What successes have you had? What issues have you run into? What, let's be honest, failures have you run into that we can all learn together from? In fact, we wrap up the class with an action plan that your fellow students help you create, how to move forward. And as part of this class, it's really important that you are ready to be engaged, that you're ready to be open-minded. In fact, take a look at our other video on mental models to help you see that you really need to have an open mindset. You really need to come into the class with your current approach, your current beliefs and understandings, but ready to have those challenged, ready to have those questioned in a very comfortable setting. But in this case for the RTE class, it's almost as much student taught as it is instructor taught. So bring your experience, bring your understanding, bring your concerns, bring your questions. That's what we want to cover. We want to better arm you to be the most successful release train engineer you possibly can be. And why should you choose KnowledgeHut? Well, the reason I like working with KnowledgeHut is we have brought together some very passionate, engaged, and most importantly, experienced trainers and consultants. We have all been in the trenches for many years. I have been working with Scaled Agile since 2012. We bring that experience to bear in the class. But not only the experience, we bring the empathy. We understand implementing this framework is difficult. We understand how your organization might not be understanding the approach, the reason for taking this on. We have a lot of empathy for that, and we're here to help you with that. Thank you, and I hope to see you in an upcoming class.